Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan, Johannes, Karen Harch, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Joe Zone on sports. This is the Newswatch 16 update.
Good evening. All across the country tonight, people turned out to take a bite out of crime.
They took part in a protest against neighborhood crime. It's called National Night Out. Night Beat reporter Kathy Bellis is live at a Scranton neighborhood where some residents say they're mad and they're fighting back against criminals. Kathy?
That's right, Karen. We can't say that every family was out on the front porch tonight, but there were quite a few throughout the city of Scranton, and those who were out say they're committed to fighting crime in their neighborhood. If anyone was thinking of breaking into the Fitch home on Scranton's west side, forget it. They were ready and watching. The Fitches say with all the robberies and vandalism in their neighborhood, they want to protect themselves from being victimized.
When we first moved here, we didn't even lock a door. Never. But now we have to lock our doors all the time, day and night. And it does make me angry to think we have to live like that.
Betty Fitch's neighbors, Robert and Marjorie Rendell, have been robbed twice. That's why they were out here, and they say they usually do watch over their block.
We watch cars up and down, and kids that might wonder what they're doing around the neighborhood. If we see any strange ones, we sort of keep an extra watch on them.
Not everyone in this West Side neighborhood spent the night out on the front porch. The same was true in the city's other neighborhoods, and that was disappointing to the West Side Neighborhood Crime Watch that usually canvasses the city at night. Mary Storms has 2 young daughters. She says in the last couple of years she's changed her lifestyle around because of the things that have happened in her neighborhood.
Yeah, we double check that the doors are locked, and we make sure that we get home before it gets dark. And we keep out light on at night, and we keep our eye out for any strangers that we don't know.
Now, city police tell me that the night out sparked lots of interest in one Scranton neighborhood where more than a dozen people signed up to join a neighborhood crime watch. Newswatch 16's Bob Costatini talked to a crime watch group in Williamsport. They tell him the idea really worked.
It started 4 years ago when Helen Kelly says crime was a problem in this Williamsport neighborhood. Back then, homeowners organized a neighborhood crime watch. More than anything else, it means people looking out for other people's property.
Crime here is lessened, and we don't have as much mischief and stuff at nighttime as we used to.
And that makes Center Street in Williamsport a better place to live. Lou Hunsinger of the Crime Prevention Unit at the Montoursville State Police Barracks says the results here are similar to those throughout the region.
In every area that we've had set up in the past 4 years, there's been at least some small decrease in the number of criminal incidents in those areas.
And maybe the best result is merely feeling safer because of a crime watch. The thought that it might deter crime.
About 40 homeowners take part in the Neighborhood Crime Watch program here in this section of Williamsport. That sign up there is a warning to would-be criminals that the people here are organized against them. Bob Costantini, Newswatch 16, Williamsport.
Now, some people told me tonight that they live in fear, wondering where the criminals are lurking. But tonight, people across 46 states were telling criminals we are here and we are watching for you. Kathy Bellis, Newswatch 16, live with the Instacam in Scranton. Karen?
Thank you, Kathy.
Coming up, how you can test for a deadly gas in your home.
Plus, getting a first-hand look at a poisonous waste dump. The stories as Newswatch 16 update continues.
Hi, I'm Ren Casarda. You know, you can buy plants at a grocery or department store or from Casardas. There is a difference. All the plants that we import or bring from Florida are put in a greenhouse, sprayed, acclimated, and conditioned, and we won't sell them till they're ready. That means you get healthier plants with a head start. That's why our plants live longer. Casarda Greenhouse and Floral Company in Wyoming. We'll give you personal service, expert advice, and healthier plants.
This class is perhaps the greatest discovery of the 25th century. A dwelling called the split-level ranch. Marvelous.
What's this, Professor?
Oh, a spherical object seems to hurl at each other with great velocity.
Professor, what's this?
What is it?
Everybody has clearances, but only Dodge has the knockout clearance. Now, added savings with $500 cash back on the revolutionary Dodge Lancer or 8-8 financing. $500 cash back direct from Dodge, or choose 8-8 financing on the front-wheel drive Dodge Lancer. 8-8 financing can make your payments as low as $152 per month, and with $550 protection standard. The Dodge knockout clearance. Ford and Chevy, put the gloves on. Your Dodge dealer.
What some people call a toxic time bomb in the town of Old Forge is a step closer to being diffused tonight. Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds was in the Lackawanna County community today when citizens met with officials at the Yakabazi landfill.
Some Old Forge residents want to make sure that when the federal government begins cleaning up the Yakabazi landfill, it's done right. That's why they pointed out their concerns to officials during a tour of the chemical graveyard.
It's really a time bomb what we have right now. And when they do start cleaning up, I think we'll be well prepared for whatever.
Officials tell me the big hazard will come into play when cleanup begins here at the landfill. That's because behind this fence are 10,000 drums of illegally buried chemicals. Should those chemicals mix during cleanup, a poisonous cloud of gas could end up on the town of Old Forge.
But one of the concerns we do have, of course, is the school. And we even made some proposals as far as possibly having a hotline between the site here to the school to notify the superintendents immediately if there is a problem here.
Digging out the Yakabazi landfill will look very much like the cleanup at this toxic dump in Maryland. That won't happen here, though, until next year, because it'll take months just to map it all out on paper. And it won't be cheap either. The federal government will spend $13 million. But for the people who've lived with the illegally buried chemicals for so long, it'll be money well spent. Bob Reynolds, Newswatch 16, Old Forge.
All this week, Newswatch 16 is looking into the dangers of radon, a radioactive gas that could be in your house. It's a special 5-part series by Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci called Radon, Home Sweet Hazard. Tonight at 6, we told you that a study conducted last winter by Newswatch 16 and the U.S. Department of Energy found radon levels in our part of the state to be twice as high as the national average. If you want information on having a radon test in your home, you can write to NEPEC, P.O. Box 3113, Scranton, Pennsylvania, the zip 18505. They'll send you a free brochure on the hazards of radon and invite you to take part in the test of your home. The test costs $28.
Wilkes-Barre area teachers are getting a new 5-year contract from their school board. Late this afternoon, the Wilkes-Barre area school board okayed pay raises for the 500 teachers. It'll mean about 7% pay increases each year and goes back to last fall when the old contract expired. District teachers approved that contract 2 months ago in the Luzerne County District. And next, meteorologist Tom Clark will be telling us how humid it'll be tomorrow.
I don't see how it could get any more humid.
Right. It's going to, but you ready for the hottest day so far this year?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's on the way. I'll be right back to show you a potential hurricane down in the Gulf of Mexico.
The taste of milk is really tempting.
Milk is der klassisch. Wunderbar.
Come on up and have a glass of milk with me sometime.
Remember, milk doesn't just taste great. It's one of the all-time great tastes. How about an ice-cold glass right now?
Sponsored by the Pennsylvania Dairy Promotion Program.
Introducing the Renault S. Car buyers these days love the S of things. The big S, fastest. Well, now Renault announces the lowest factory financing. 8.5% on the European technology of Renault Alliance, 8.5 on Encore. That's $123 a month. 8.5, that's lower than Ford, GM, Chrysler, and the imports. And now with America's best, that's BESP, small car protection, 550 plus.
8.5% financing also available on Alliance Convertible at 5 state Renault dealers.
You just ask for a light beer.
I'll have a light.
You never know what you'll get.
That's me packing the car. Best vacation ever. Here's Rock City, Texas, L.A., all in 3 days.
Bud Light.
Here I am in Death Valley. That's me looking for water.
So if you want the less-filling light beer with the first name and taste,
wait, there's more.
Ask for Bud Light, because everything else,
give me a light.
It's just a light.
That's me packing the car. Best vacation.
5 for under $1. Breakfast fresh and hot. Egg McMuffin.
kind of sleeping weather we're going to have tonight. How about it, Tom?
Not too good, Karen. I recommend putting a little ice in the pajamas tonight. We're in the midst of having one of the warmest nights so far this summer. Let's check the temperature now in my backyard, where the sky is very hazy. I can't see many of those Perseid meteor showers, or what's left of them anyway. The reading now is, look at that, 75 degrees. Humidity 85%. The wind is south of 5, and the barometer is holding steady now. The high here today was 84 in Avoca. It'll get hotter than that tomorrow, guaranteed. 56 the low this morning. 42 back in 1930. 84 and 70 was the range 1 year ago today. Hey, we got a satellite view coming up next. It's just in, taken within the past hour, in the bottom center of your screen over the Gulf of Mexico. Giant cluster, swirling massive thunderstorms that came out of the Caribbean Sea last night. Air Force reconnaissance aircraft now report winds in excess of 50 miles per hour, approaching 60. And that means it's still a tropical storm by the name of Danny. But I'm getting kind of excited. We may have a major hurricane by this time tomorrow night over the Gulf of Mexico. This storm moving towards the northwest, a hurricane watch out now along that portion of the Gulf Coast. Those folks down there beginning to get a little nervous, I would imagine. We have some thunderstorms now over portions of Pennsylvania. That big glob there is a thunderstorm now passing through northern Berks County down by Reading. Elsewhere across our viewing area, it's kind of quiet right now. You can see this patch of clearing here. That'll be coming over the state tomorrow. It's going to get hot, folks. This line out here, this front, will not be reaching Pennsylvania before Friday. It will drop into the 30s tonight, however, over portions of the mountains of Montana. Now, here's my forecast coming up for tomorrow. Let's go to the sunrise. I want to show you that, first of all, because that's going to be coming up at 6:12. And we have a sunset tomorrow night at 8:04. Here it is for tonight, then. Very hazy, muggy. Leave the windows open. The low here not too far from 70 by daybreak tomorrow. Now, hot. Near 90 in the shade. Bank thermometers flashing 95 tomorrow. So, folks, we're going to be cooking. That's for sure. Again, a stray thunderstorm is possible in the afternoon right into tomorrow night. Thunderstorms around on Thursday, still very warm, very humid, well into the 80s once again on Friday. There'll be some showers around as that front kind of moves down over Pennsylvania, about 80, and then Saturday looks kind of cloudy at this point. Same thing at the shore, very hot, hazy, and humid the next few days. Daytime highs well into the 80s, ocean water temperatures in the mid-70s. So with all that humidity tomorrow, you can be cooler if you just sort of slow down, eat less, dress light, and think cool thoughts.
Yeah, and hang out at the pool, too, right?
Now, I have one more announcement. My all-time favorite meteorologist, Noreen Clark, will be on the Weather Watch tomorrow.
Oh.
I'll be home on the baby watch. You know what I mean?
Oh, reversing roles tomorrow.
I'm getting tired just thinking about it.
Okay, Daddy.
Good night.
Coming up, Tim Carlson in for Joe Zone with an exclusive interview with race car driver Mario Andretti.
Plus, today's plays in Major League Baseball and in Little League playoffs. The Sports Watch is next.
Introducing the Diet Soft Drink with real juice. Diet Slice with 100% NutraSweet.
We got the juice, and I said right. Offers the taste in every glass. We got the juice, we got the twist. We got what's right and 7 up to miss.
10% real juice.
We got the juice, we got the splash. Diet Slice, we got the taste that no one has. On ice, got the juice in 19 glass. We got the taste in every glass. We got the juice, Diet Slice.
Guys, how's some takeout from Long John sound? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Long John Silver sounds good to me.
All the good eating you love at Long John's you can take out. From shrimp to chicken to our famous fish.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Long John Silver.
Take our taste to your place.
Sounds good to me.
It's summertime saving time, summertime saving time.
It's summertime saving time at your Mazda dealers, and we're dealing on everything. On GLC, 626s, even RX-7s. And during our factory-supported truck clearance sale, you can save hundreds on an 86 Mazda B2000. So come by now and save.
Mazda summertime saving time.
Get a lot of value at your local Mazda dealer today.
Give me some fun in the blazing sun. Give me a friend or two. And when I'm thirsty, not at work, give me a Mountain Dew. Do it, Mountain Dew. Do it, cool it through. When I got thirst, you run diluted, undisputed. Do it, Mountain Dew.
The croissant from Burger King just beat the stuffing out of Egg McMuffin.
And to celebrate, Burger King will give you a croissant for only 99 cents. Just come to breakfast and say, croissant, and get a croissant for 99 cents. Sandwich. See, you don't have to say, beat the stuffing out of Egg McMuffin 2 to 1's best taste. Just a sandwich. And get a croissant for 99 cents at Burger King for a limited time only. So long as when you say, croissant, you're thinking.
Finally tonight, why an area kitchen needs some dough in order to deliver the bread.
The St. Vincent de Paul Soup Kitchen in Wilkes-Barre needs a new delivery truck. Newswatch 16's Mark Davis tells us the van is vital for feeding the needy.
Lenny Molesky of Wilkes-Barre helps others help people like himself. Lenny drives the van for the St. Vincent de Paul Soup Kitchen. An unemployed factory worker, Lenny's a regular at the kitchen. Every morning, it's his job to make stops at several area businesses which donate food to the kitchen, feeding about 250 people a day. On this trip, it's bread and rolls, contributed by Mama Nardon's Bakery in South Wilkes-Barre. There's a problem. The van is old. It has more than 150,000 miles on it, and Lenny says it's seen better days.
It's pretty rough. It starts out okay in the mornings, but a lot of times when you go to a store or someplace to pick up, you come out and you try to start it and it just gives you the aggravation. You know, maybe half an hour, you're stuck there.
What's needed is donations, helping the soup kitchen get another van. The kitchen is a project of Catholic Social Services, which the public has helped before.
Every need has been met by various groups or individuals within the community. It's a very beautiful witness to me and to all of our co-workers here to see the way in which the people of the valley reach out to respond to the poor and the needy.
The kitchen is beginning the push for the new van now because they want it before the fall. Because shortly after the fall comes the holidays, and that's the busiest time of the year for the soup kitchen. Mark Davis, Newswatch 16, Wilkes-Barre.
Okay, good luck. I hope to get that real fast. Hello.
Yeah. Where'd we go? That's Newswatch 16 update for tonight.
Next, it's Nightline. And for the first news of the new day, join the team for Newswatch 16 this morning, tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6:30.
For the update team, thanks for joining us.
Good night.
Good night.
When you see news in the making, Newswatch 16 wants to hear from you. Call 1-800-533-NEWS, toll free from anywhere in Pennsylvania. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 1-800-533-NEWS.